They say that a picture is worth 1,000 words, and as you can see, without pictures, this is a pretty dull post that I've written. So what I want to show you today is how you can easily add images to your posts. And the first place I'm going to show you is I'm going to take you to my picture folder. As you can see, I've got a couple images on here that I've uploaded from my digital camera, and I'm going to go ahead and open one of these. I'm going to right click it and then click open with and select paint. If you're familiar with using Photoshop or other programs, then you might want to use those, but I think paint is the really easy way to do this. First thing that I see when I open up paint is that this is a really large image, which is typical if you take images with digital cameras, which this would be a great image if I wanted to print this out, but at this current size it's just too big for the internet. It's going to translate to longer download times for your visitors, and we don't want that. So the first thing we want to do is reduce the size of this image. I'm going to go to image, stretch skew, and I'm going to reduce this down to like 25% of its current size. You can see that brought it down. If I go to image attributes, then you can see the width now is 300 pixels, the height is 400. That's right where I want to be for the way I want to use this image. The next thing is you can see that my camera's just given it this name DSCN2598. That doesn't really tell me what the image is, and it doesn't tell the search engines what the image is. And so search engines don't have eyes, they can't see what this image is, so we really need to tell them what it is. So the next thing I'm gonna do is go to File, Save As, and I'm just gonna give this a keyword rich name. So I'm going to say Intracoastal Waterway View, something like that. You can see I've got in some keywords. If someone were to be doing a search for Intracoastal Waterway View, then my image is now more likely to come up than it was with DSCN2598. I want to make sure that I save this image as a JPEG, and I want to make sure I save it in a location where I know where it is. So I'm going to put it on my desktop and click Save. If you want to put it in a different folder, you can do that. Next thing I'm going to do is go into the back end of my blog. You can see I've already opened up. I've gone to post, edit, and opened up this article that I've written, but I need to add the image in. And so I think I'm going to add it right here at the beginning of the post. So I'm going to click right here, and then I'm going to click right next to Add Media. There's a little button that says Add an Image. So I'm going to click Add an Image, and it's going to make a pop-open window appear. And it gives you a couple of choices, but this one right here is what we want: add media files from your computer. I'm going to click select file. Here's the image that I uploaded right on my desktop a second ago, and I'm going to open that up. It's going to take a second. It's going to crunch it. At this point, this image has now been uploaded to your website. You've got a couple more options in here. You can see this was the file name that we had given it, and it basically takes that file name and creates a title for the image. You can leave it just as. If you wanted to change it, you could, if it wasn't really the Intracoastal Waterway, you could name it Jeremy Creek View if you changed your mind. You can also add a caption if you want. So this is a caption. I'll show you what that looks like here in a minute. Don't worry about description. Don't worry about link URL. Down here under alignment, you've got a couple of options. I'm going to choose left, which is going to make the image appear on the left and the text wrap around it. You could also choose right, or you could choose none, which would mean that the text wouldn't be wrapping around it. Finally, you've got a couple more options here for the size of the image. Right now, I'm going to leave it at this full size, and I'm going to go ahead and click Insert into Post. You can see it adds the image right here in the post, so you could continue writing if you wanted. But right now I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So I'm going to click Update Post. That's going to save everything that we've been working on. Once that refreshes, I'm going to click Preview and take a look at the new image. So here I am back on the site. If you remember, this is what it used to look like. Here's what it now looks like with the image. So you can see this is a caption. If I pause my cursor over it, it's going to tell me Jeremy Creek View. That was the title that we gave this image. If we didn't like the size of this image, we could jump back in here, open this up by clicking on the image, and then top left, scroll down, select 60% maybe. Click Update, Update Post again. Going to click Preview and head back out here, and you can see we've significantly reduced the size of that image. So you've got full control over the size of the image and how they appear, and that is adding images simplified. Thanks.